Hello everyone, welcome back to another tier list video. I know this has come out very soon, it's not season 6 yet, and I am pretty late to the Torch Dabi party, so there's a lot to address here. But I just wanted to make this video because I felt that, again, whilst it hasn't been too long, I have ample adjustments to make to this tier list. Ever since that video came out, I've been mulling this over. And mulling? I don't think that's... It might be correct. Correct me in the comments if you want. But I've been pondering this, and I think of it as I've played more to Rumble, as I've watched more videos, as I've just, like I said, had time to think about this more. There are a few adjustments I want to make, and I think it constituted making a video. So without further ado, let's get into this. So I know this is a bit of a dick tease, but I'm gonna save Torch Dabi for last. There's a few adjustments on the board here I want to make, and the first of those is going to be to my boy Red Deku. I'm about to sing his praises, but I'm gonna rip the band-aid off. He is going down to the B tier. I saw a video, and I don't really know or really care whether, I don't remember what this video was, but it's like, the title was something about, like, Red Deku is the most balanced character in the game. And I don't know whether that was just like an exaggeration or like a satire to like, you know, like make grand of an unremarkable gameplay session. But I kind of have thought about that, and the more I've played Red Deku, the more I've thought like, yeah, like he is like the pinnacle of balance in this game. He is where I want all these characters to be, like ideally, because the thing is, he's like, I think for a lot of characters, especially the top tiers, I can kind of just be like if you're trying to explain to me how you're gonna like counter Toga or something, I feel like it's really easy to just be like, yeah, but she can just do this, yeah, but like this, and you're cooked, yeah, but this, and like a lot of characters, and it just feels like either like a crippling strength or a crippling weakness. Crippling strength? Like an overbearing strength, crippling weakness sort of deal. It's do or die with a lot of these characters. Ura can run away really well. Yeah, well, MHUR can chase and catch her and kill her. You can dodge roll through Denki's like alphas that stun you. Thank you to the person in the comments who did affirm that you could stun with the alphas. Yeah, but like he probably will hit you. What's the likelihood that you're gonna roll through every single one of those? Plus he can catch your roll with a gamma. Like, what, you know what I mean? It just does feel like there's an element of helplessness. But with Red Deku, he doesn't feel like he has any overbearing strength or any crippling weakness. That was the point I was trying to get to. I talked in circles for like a minute. That was the point I was trying to get to. He's just like, his mobility's bad, but it's not like Dabi bad. Like, he has his gamma. It serves as both like a mobility tool that's pretty good, offers really good vertigo, especially in stages like UA City, and it can be used as like an attack that does a lot of damage, so you can't just run up on him to stop it. You need to be cautious. And you can't just chase him because he's a striker. He does a lot of damage. But it's not overbearing one-shot shit like Denki. It is just, it's hella good, consistent high damage. That's his game plan. Like, he's one of the most balanced characters in the game. I really don't think there's anything unfair or like crippling about him. So top of B tier I think is where he's going to stay. Speaking of the B tier, Compress, I have no fucking idea what I was cooking with Compress. He's in the B tier, and it's like, I don't know what I was smoking. I think maybe I was salty that I got like shredded by a Compress. He's fine. Like, he's good. He's Dabi 2.0 in the sense that like he's a cockroach. He's a bit of a cockroach. He can run really well. He can just kind of defend himself. But like, that's about it. Again, another one I don't know what I was fucking cooking with. Striker Shigaraki, like he's so much better than, like, because you know what, the thing is, I don't remember whether I made this tier list after or before a certain amount of patches that came in. two that come to mind to me are the MHUR patch where they fixed his alpha, and we'll get to that, and the Shigaraki patch where they like buffed him, they allowed him to, you know, put his alpha up walls. Yeah, I don't know how I was not like considering that in the running. Like, that is an incredibly strong ability. He's still behind All Might and such, because like he hasn't got mobility, but you don't really want to go near this guy anyway, so, you know, he's better than Assault Shigaraki. Oh, I completely forgot to plug. If you do not know how I am organizing and like justifying my picks for this tier list, do watch the first tier list video, if you haven't already, where I kind of explain all that, and obviously you get to see the logic behind all of these placements, rather than just kind of a few that I've changed my mind on. I am effectively talking as if you have watched the first video. Another one I'm gonna move up, Mount Lady. She good, she better, she good. Better damage, better special action, I'd argue. I don't think Endeavor's that good. I played a bit of Endeavor, and he kind of seemed a bit wank. I don't know. Maybe I'm shit, but he didn't seem that good. Alright, there were like 2 more changes I wanted to make. Yes there were. Okay, so I'm gonna do the least controversial one first. I say controversial. I think this is just helped by the fact that I've played the game more. There's more twices, and MHUR buffs. MHUR is extremely strong right now. I was gonna put him over Toga, and then I forgot that Toga could just transform into MHUR. These two kind of have to be top tier, like top 2, unless they get like reworks. This is where they will live forever. Well, unless they get reworks or just become so cripplingly unplayable as they are in their base state. But even then, I'm not sure that would stop them from being the 2 best in the game. Yeah, I don't know, it's less so that like Rapid Bakugo is like gotten worse, it's just more so that I've seen these 2 are better. So that's all. And here is the final tweak to the tier list. Ever since I published my Is Yellow Deku Really S tier video, I kind of think he's bottom of S tier. I don't think he can be any higher than anybody else in the S tier. The thing I also think is that Striker Bakugo isn't better than... I don't feel comfortable moving him here. So what I think is that he's actually just A tier. I'm still wrestling with this decision. It just seems criminal to take him out of the S tier. I don't know, because like, he's got good mobility. He's got like some of the best striker mobility in the game, if not the best. Got extremely high damage output. His stuff pierces as well. I would argue, when he's got all level 9s, he has got better mobility, he is in Yellow Deku, and better utility, because like, he can use his Black Whip to pull someone towards him. That was my chair, in case the microphone picked that up. He can use Black Whip to pull people towards him. He's actually got a really strong combo with his Black Whip pulling towards... It's a hard, but like, again, I'm basing this kind of off of like, if you've mastered this character, and if you've mastered this character, I think he is an S tier. Mastering Bakugo, I mean, there's not much to it. Like, what, he just pumps out good... Not to say that Bakugo is bad, but he like pumps out good damage. Good mobility. That's where I'm leaving the tier list for now. At least this part of it. We have yet to, talk about trouble number 1 over there. But I guess he's trouble number 2. Alright, here comes trouble. Torch Dabi. Crazy Torch Dabi. He, to me, I feel like has to at least be A tier, because I consider him kind of like a parallel of Striker Shigaraki. He's got better mobility than Purple Dabi. Ever so slightly. Like, it's like how maybe like a peeled potato is better than a non-peeled potato. Like, the difference is negligible, but it's there, and you should consider it. His range is absurd. The range and the damage is absolutely ridiculous. He can't operate on vertigo, though, is the thing, so I'm immediately kind of thinking like, oh, does he go here? I'll put him there for now. Let's talk this through so we can get everything. His damage output is obscenely high. He's a striker. He really is kind of just like Striker Shigaraki. He's got like a big aura attack. You know what? He's like Striker Shigaraki and Assault Shigaraki, like in one, I feel like. Because when he activates his Gamma, he gets like the spread, so you don't have to aim now. The same kind of way that Assault Shigaraki doesn't have to aim. But at least, like in Assault Shigaraki's case, you're working with, you know, low but consistent damage. Like, no. When it's Torch Dabi, you are being melted by his alpha. His alpha is extremely strong, has extremely long range, and is extremely fast. The way he can poke you down from such range with such high damage, I think that's a playing factor I consider in like Yellow Deku, because Yellow Deku can do that. He's got really high damage and really good range that he can just poke you down with. So immediately I think he has to move up. I think he's at least better than Striker Shigaraki. Is he better than All Might, though? I mean, he is a striker as striker gets, I think. What's his gimmick? He pumps out numbers. And in a game where, like, time to kill is already kind of really short, I don't think that's that impressive. Like, it's mobility that leads to pack. It's why these three are, like, well, twice less so, but Mirio, Bakugo, both Bakugos, Red Deku. That's not Red Deku, that's Yellow Deku. You know, that is what, like, elevates you from high tier to top tier. And Striker doesn't really have that. His gimmick is numbers. If you jump him, like, he's got the signature Dabi cockroach vibe, which is, like, infinitely more threatening with a character that can pump out so much more numbers than this. Than Purple Dabi. But he lacks the utility of these other characters. Like, All Might's like Tornado, completely invalidating projectiles. His special action, Todoroki's, I think it's his Gamma. Like the ice slide. Do correct me if I'm wrong. Cementos and his like blocks and his ability to revive. Striker Bakugo's like movement options and a special action. Black Whip, just Black Whip. Like just Black Whip, pretty much. Whoops. Rapid Bakugo's mobility and ability to output damage, the pure defensiveness, and like just fortitude of, not even fortitude, but like damn near invincibility of Mirio. He just doesn't have that. I feel like All Might is the start of a ceiling. So whilst I think he's really good, I don't think him excelling in damage is enough to catapult him over All Might and above, because of the utility difference in a game where utility is kind of like really important. Again, time to kill is already pretty short, which is why some of these characters are really low. But making time to kill like a little bit shorter doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things when it is utility and mobility that leads to pack. I hope I've made sense. I feel like I've spoken in a circle for good minute or so there. But for now, as it stands in the version 2 tier list, that is what I'm doing. Sorry C tier, sorry D tier, you never stood a chance, I'm afraid. Yeah, I feel comfortable with that. If you agree or disagree with me in any sort of way, that sounded really like accusatory, like I was about to start an argument. No, if you do have differing opinions, do let me know in the comments. Do say to me that you think Denki is D tier and offer your thesis. I'd love to hear it. I really would. And it may help me think more about this tier list, because trusting one person that isn't that good at the game to rank all of these characters is never a good idea. So do chip in with a suggestion or two. I could use a second opinion, or a third, or a fourth. But as it stands now, the version 2 My Hero Ultra Rumble tier list of mine is done. I'm pretty comfortable with that. If you enjoyed the video, do remember to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss an upload, and I will see you guys later. Bye bye.